Hello everyone. In today's video I am going to explain you about the contents of prospectus. Before going to contents of prospectus, one should know what exactly the prospectus is. Prospectus is generally issued by during its raising of share capital from the potential shareholders. Whenever a company is going to issue a new shares or any kind of existing shares, whatever it might be, the company will issue a document. It is an invitation to the prospectus. It is an invitation to the future shareholders regarding all the details of the company's operations and the structure of company and whatever the cash inflows and outflows of the company. So generally in this video I am going to explain you about contents of prospectus, right? So you can go through it. Prospectus is the most important document because the persons intending to invest in the shares or debentures of the company base their decisions on the information, facts and figures provided in the prospectus. Beautiful. So this is an important document as we already discussed about it. Since in this document generally there will be a lot of information, lot of the data, lot of facts regarding the company's operations will be provided. So this will be the base for a future investor to invest in the company, to what extent the investment is flexible. So for these kind of discussions or decision making, the prospectus is really acts as a base element, right? So it is a window through which a prospective investor looks into the soundness of the company and judge their investment decisions. Yes, it is a window through which prospective investor looks into the soundness of the company. So it is a window. Generally from window we will be seeing from outside to inside or inside to outside, isn't it? So window will be in the medium. It will be in the middle. As window is in the middle, in same case in the prospectus will be in the middle of the shareholder and the company's performance. So company's performance, shareholder can see the company's performance through this prospectus, right? So now so Companies Act has prescribed the matters to be provided, reports to the enclosed and declaration to be enclosed and the declaration to be made by the experts, right? Perfect. So now our main target and our main focus will be like contents of prospectus. What are the contents of prospectus? Generally we are going to look forward. The first one is like the name and address of the registered office of the company, company secretary, chief financial officer, auditors, legal advisors, bankers, trustees, underwriters and such other persons as may be prescribed. So the particulars of the name and address of the people should be consisted in the prospectus. Generally all the records, all the kind of details like name and address of these people, like registered office of the company, name and address of the company secretary, CFO, chief financial officer, auditors, legal advisors, bankers, trustees, underwriters and such other persons as may be prescribed. Okay. Now the second one is date of opening and closing of the issue, right? So whenever a company is going to issue, what is the opening date and what is the closing date? So when the issue has been starting or when it is going to close, so the date should be clearly mentioned in the prospectus. Declaration about the issue of allotment letters and the refunds within the prescribed time. Yes, so there should be some amount of declaration to be provided regarding to what extent the allotment and to what extent or to what period the allotment letters will be provided to the subscribers, and whatever the refund the company is going to give back in the case of failure to allocate the shares. In that case, the declaration that should be given to what in what period, in the what time period the refunds are going to be given. Next, a statement by the board of directors about the separate bank account. Yes, a statement by the board of directors about the separate bank account where all the money received out of the issue are to be transferred, and disclosure of all the details of monies including utilized and unutilized monies out of previous issues in the prescribed manner. Beautiful. So what exactly? So the board of directors should give and details regarding a separate bank account. In that bank account, what happens? What kind of, generally the bank account includes the funds, isn't it? Funds from what? Funds of what? Funds coming out of issue of shares, isn't it? Issue of shares, and the amount has been given as a refund in the case of failure to issue the shares. So all these kind of details are clearly to be maintained, and the declaration should be given along with the bank separate bank account. So whatever the amount has been utilized and whatever the amount has been unutilized or available of previous issues, so in the prescribed manner by the Companies Act 2013 should be mentioned in the prospectus. The next one is details about underwriting of the issue. Beautiful. So whatever the amount of shares have been underwritten. So underwriter is a person, who provides a guarantee for a company in the case of buying of the securities. So what the details of the underwriting of shares, to what extent, to what extent the amount of shares have been issued to the underwriter, right? Next one is consent of directors, auditors, bankers and of such other persons as may be prescribed. So whatever the consent required by the directors, auditors, bankers or such other persons should be clearly mentioned. The authority for issue and the details of resolution passed. Yes, authority, whatever the authority is required for the issue and the details of resolution. What a resolution really passed. If any kind of resolutions are passed, like ordinary resolution or special resolution with regards to the issue of the shares, so that kind of details have to be clearly mentioned in the prospectus. So the procedure and time schedule for allotment, the procedure and time schedule for allotment and issue of securities. Yes, whatever the procedure to be followed and what is the time schedule for allotment and issue of shares. Soon after subscription of shares, at what period the shares will be allocated. So at what period the balance amount will be refunded. So all this kind of information should be clearly mentioned in the prospectus. Capital structure of the company in the prescribed manner. Yes, to what extent, company structure, as per the company structure is concerned, to what extent the equity shares, to what extent the prescribed shares, preference shares, and to what extent the debentures. So all this information should be clearly provided in the prospectus. Next, main objects and present business of the company and its location, schedule of implementation of the project. Yes, so especially what is the main objects and present business of the company and its location, schedule of implementation of the projects. Beautiful. So all these things should be clearly mentioned. And else, and particulars relating to management perception of risk factors specified to the project, gestation period of the project, extent of progress made in the project, deadlines for the completion of projects and all. Yes, so as of now, what is the current project is running in the company, so what are the risk involved in the kind of particular project from a management perception is concerned, that should be mentioned. Gestation period of the project. Yes, so what is an estimated outcome period, what is the extent of progress made in the project, so what extent already the project has been fulfilled, so what is the percentage of completion, and else what is the deadlines for the completion of project, and what are the deadlines or what is the target date out of which the project should be completed. So any litigation or legal action pending or taken by the government departments or statutory body during the last 5 years immediately in the preceding year of issue of prospectus against the promoter of the company. So is there any kind of litigation or any kind of legal action pending or taken already by the government department or a statutory body during the last 5 years immediately in the preceding year? So if there is any kind of legal action has been taken by the government on the promoter in the last 5 years immediately in the preceding year for the last 5 years, so that should be clearly mentioned. Yes, and again, yeah, beautiful, the very important point, minimum subscription amount payable by the way of premium, issue of shares otherwise than cash. So everything should be clearly mentioned. Minimum subscription should be recorded, what is the amount payable by the way of premium, what is the issue of shares otherwise than cash. So is there any issue of shares other than cash? So is there any kind of benefit out of which the shares have been issued, or is there any other kind of consideration other than cash for which the shares are issued? So all these details should be clearly mentioned in the prospectus. Next, the details of the directors including their appointment and remuneration and such particulars of the nature and extent of their interest in the company as may be prescribed. The details of the director, their appointment and the remuneration and all the particulars of the nature and extent of their interest in the company as may be prescribed should be clearly mentioned. Disclosures in such matters as may be prescribed about the sources of promoter's contribution. Yes, so in the promoter's contribution some kind of what is the amount of promoter's contribution should be clearly mentioned in the prospectus. I hope you clearly understood all these points, and very important thing everyone should go through with all the points, and this is a very important topic. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you have any doubts, please feel free to put your comments in the comment section, and just share the video to your friends. Thank you. Jai Hind.